guys, Karen and CJ here from The Timeless Dog. Today we are going to be talking about stays. Staying in place is kind of challenging for dogs, as you can tell by prime example number 1 back here. However, you absolutely can teach your dog to stay where you left them. However, I want you to be aware that it's not reasonable to have your dog stay in one place for any extended amount of time. And I mean really longer than 5 to 10 minutes. It's not fair to expect our dogs to sit or down stay without moving for anything longer than that. And really, that's even kind of pushing it. We want our dogs to be comfortable. As you can tell, CJ is a little uncomfortable on this climb right now because, well, he's a big dog and it's a small climb. So to help him be more comfortable, I could add another climb to this so he would have more space. So let's go ahead and do just that. All right, now that I have made this place a little bit more comfortable for CJ, he is going to be much more willing to work for me. The first thing we want to do is make sure that our dog understands what a stay is. And when we're teaching our dog to stay, it is important that in the beginning we stay very close to them and we don't ask for too much. So I'm going to ask CJ to sit. Stay. Yes. Good job. That's all it is to start. You stay super close to your dog and you only ask them to stay for a very short amount of time. Then as our dog gets better, we increase the length of time before we yes and pay them. Let me show you. Sit. Stay. Yes, good job. Once again, as my dog gets better at that, then I will make it a little bit harder for them. Once my dog understands or has a general idea of stay means just don't move and you'll get something good, then I can make it a little bit harder for them. And how I would do that is by adding in some movement. Sit. Stay, walk away, then go back to them. Yes, good job, and pay them. So in the beginning, we stay very close to our dog. Then when they get really good at just not moving, then I add in those steps away from my dog. In the beginning, it's only 1 or 2 steps. I'm not trying to get too far away from them because that would be really challenging for our dogs. They want to be with us after all. So chances are, if I tried to move way too fast, my dog would get up from that stay. What do you do if your dog gets up from a stay? Well, nothing bad. All you would do is you would bring them back to where you left them. I don't want you to start the stay in a new location because then they're not really learning. I want you to, so CJ got off right now. I would then bring him back over here, place, and just start again. Sit, stay, good job. Now, once my dog is really good at that, then I'm going to make it a little bit harder for them. And that can mean just walking around them. Going behind your dog can be very difficult for your dog to not want to get up and move. Let's see if CJ will do it for us. Sit. Stay. Yes, good job. Now, CJ made that look very easy. But what I want you to keep in mind is when you're doing this with your dog for the first couple of times, it is okay to repeat that stay once or twice as you're moving around them. Let me show you. Sit. Stay. 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 Yes. Good job. It's okay to remind them what we are asking of them. Now, one other thing, you've probably noticed that CJ keeps getting up, and that's okay. My dog, even when he is in a sit-stay, doesn't have to remain in a sit. He can lay down, he can stand up, he can even turn around. However, he is not allowed to move off of where I left him. If he did move off, that's okay, there's no punishment. I'd just ask him to get back up. If he got off and didn't want to get back up, well then he's done with that training session, and that's okay. He's allowed to tell me what he wants to do and what he doesn't want to do. Additionally, if we're working on stays and he chooses to lay down, that's fantastic. That means he understands, oh, I'm going to be here for a while, I might as well get comfortable. And I want my dog to be comfortable when I'm working on this. Once my dog is doing really good at me walking around him, maybe I can try stepping over him, or I can try doing a little dance, being silly. I could even go as far as having a tennis ball in my hand and maybe tossing it back and forth. The goal is to work at your dog's pace. Remember the 3 Ds. The 3 Ds go for everything in dog training, but especially stays. The 3 Ds are duration, distance, and distraction. So at the beginning of this video, we first worked on duration, staying real close to our dog and working them up in how long before they get that yes and pay. Once they get really good at a duration stay, then I add in that distance of saying stay, moving away from my dog, and then coming back. Once they get really good at that, I add in that last D of distractions by either moving around him, waving my arms, playing with a toy, but I always come back and reinforce my dog for a job well done. Keep in mind, it's not about making your dog sit or down stay for extended periods of time. That's not fair to our dogs. But we do want our dogs to understand that sometimes I just need you to hang out in the spot I left you in for a couple minutes. I hope this helps, and if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. I'm always happy to help. And as always, don't forget to tell your dog we say hi.